Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Welcome to Asianet News. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Your long journey, vibrant soil campaign culminated successfully. Congratulations. How was your journey?
Well, the journey has been a spectacular success because people have responded in a truly spectacular way across the world. That 74 nations have made declarations that they will adopt safe soil policy. When I say safe soil policy, we've evolved, this is for India, it's over a 500-page soil policy making handbook. This is not the policy, this is the technical handbook. We made similar documents for 193 nations. Depending upon their latitudinal position, the soil types that are present, and the economic conditions of the given nation and also the agricultural traditions. Because even if you have all the science, you cannot change agricultural traditions overnight. So taking these four aspects, we prepared 193 unique documents like this which have been distributed to all nations. Out of these, 74 nations have immediately made declarations that they will adopt this policy. Others are examining this because I presented this through COP15, the UNCCD organization, who is our partner, and made soil the main theme of that desertification event. So this… how has the journey been? Well, I started in London in the month of March, so you know the weather, it was cold, and then of course Europe, Northern Europe, cold weather. Fortunately, it wasn't snowing very heavily here and there, but not much, because icy roads and motorcycles are not friends. Then we went to Central Asia, where tremendous response. Not a single nation did we have any problem, will people come or not kind of thing. Wherever we go, people's response, both in rural areas and urban areas, has been phenomenal. Everywhere, whatever kind of the largest premises available in the cities we booked, but still everything was booked up many times over. Plus good response from the governments. Initially we were kind of fixing up meetings with many heads of state. That did not happen as we wanted in Europe because of the war and the refugee influx that happened because of that. But actually that turned out very positive for us because then we got to meet all the agriculture ministers and environment ministers, which is where the work happens. If you meet the head of state, largely it would be a photo op, but meeting with the agriculture ministers led to substantive discussions and partnerships that we have formed with them. So actually what we thought initially was a setback worked out very well for us. Because of the war, heads of state didn't come through, but agriculture and environment ministers came, which in terms of work, it worked out better. Then we were in Arabia. Well, hot means
Different terrain, entirely different terrain.
So sometimes the road temperatures were around 54 degrees. Whole day I was riding, sometimes during the nights we were riding. So it's been a hard ride, but with lots of risks, but people's response and the response from the administrations in Arabia especially has overwhelming response. Almost all of them have signed agreements with us and they're taking this ahead. Already they're following up and taking it ahead, which is incredible. UAE is very pioneering.
Yeah, Indian diaspora is very much in Middle East.
Indian diaspora is there, but the important thing is the administrations, the governments. The governments, the royal families, all of them taking to it in a big way, which is very positive, and everybody kind of… The problem was, till about 3-4 months ago, nobody had heard about the word soil being a problem. When I presented it to them, it was so shocking that, we sent these videos and information to them before we even started the rally. And pre-rally, I had made some of the countries I had toured and met the leadership there. So the response was enormous everywhere. And then we were in Africa for the COP15, which worked out very well. India, of course, every state that we have passed through have signed MOUs, and publicly chief ministers are taking a vow that we will make this happen. So response has been very good. Above all, people's response. Our social media metric says we have touched 3.91 billion people, and more than anything, changing the narrative.